I've noticed throughout my life that the majority of people lack the ability to observe their own life, find problems in it, and actively work to fix those problems. This leads to a stagnant, predictable life with nothing to look forward to other than what's already familiar. They see no issue with being the same person forever. One of my favorite content creators, Dan Coe, talks about the importance of being able to zoom out and see the bigger picture and how this is a skill that can be worked on. I've met so many people who feel discouraged with life and they all lack this one skill: observation. The question that needs to be asked is why? It is because they are living in the past. This is something I struggled with for a very long time until I became aware that I was doing this. I observed the situation I was in. The inability to observe one's life, the lack of goal setting, and the choice of victim mindset are all reasons that lead to self-sabotage. We've all been there, right? I've been there where I have felt lost. I felt like there wasn't anything more for me in this world, right? So I would just self-sabotage in the form of video games, drinking, binge watching like Netflix and shit like that, degenerate shit, bruh. You become addicted to the feelings associated with past experiences. And as a result of living this way, the familiar past will soon be your predictable future. Many people sleepwalk through life. Why comfort will leave you stranded with the rest. So comfort. We as humans tend to shift towards comfort. They want a monotonous cycle that requires no effort to execute. That way, there isn't much deep thought and effort involved. Now, we obviously need a basic level of comfort, food, and shelter. But I feel like the majority of people take it way beyond that level. You need to understand that too much comfort will kill your drive. Achieving anything significantly great in life requires dedication, discipline, courage, and the will to succeed. And I've experienced the feelings on both sides, being lazy, comfortable, and being focused and driven. And right now in this period of time, I'm currently fighting my way to get back to the top, right? Get back to that focused state, get back to the consistent, driven, creative mindset. And I guess I'm uploading this video as a testament to myself that yes, I can do it. And yes, I can upload videos without it being perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But for the longest time, I was always trying to be too perfect and shit, So I would just never upload because the content that I was recording and writing, I didn't have a certain system set in place to capture it and really structure the video. So I wasted a lot of time, became complacent, comfortable. You know the rest. Becoming aware of the life you are living and changing into who you want to be will be decided upon this one word. And that, my friends, is consciousness. The essence of consciousness. In simpler terms, it's awareness. It's your awareness. Think of your mind as a supercomputer and your attention is the RAM, or random access memory. Your thoughts, problems, and tasks are all programs that slow down your mind. They slow down your performance, I should say. I guess you can think of consciousness as simple wakefulness, one's sense of selfhood discovered by seeking within. I figured this out by deep meditation, and it's actually a funny story. So I used to play a lot of video games and I would get extremely angry at the game, right? To the point where I was just like so fucking mad, bro. I wanted to punch a hole in the wall, right? So I looked up how to stay calm while playing video games. And I found a video where this guy taught you a certain breathing exercise where you breathe in slowly and through your nose, right? And then out your mouth for it was like 5 minutes or something. And that changed my life because I started looking up breathing exercises. I broke into the whole meditation practice and all that shit. That's how I discovered myself, spending time meditating and asking questions like, who am I? What is my purpose? Etc. You need to adopt the observer mindset. I remember as a kid, I was always so afraid to try new things and I was afraid of talking to other people for some reason. But it wasn't until I got out of high school that I learned that people don't care as much as you think, bro. They do not give a fuck. Learning this, it made me stop caring so much about what people thought. And I began to step into my true identity and just being comfortable, right? Once I broke out of my shell, I started observing my own life and surroundings. I started observing how the majority of the population all sort of think the same. Go to school, get a job, have a family, buy a house, white picket fence, die. And that lifestyle always made me almost angry, right? Because I'm like, fuck that shit, bro. That can't be right, man. So this first became evident to me when I was working at an acrylic embedment company. That was last year for almost a whole year until I got this new job. I mean, it was the same shit every day, right? Really robotic, but I honestly love that job because of what it did to my mind, right? Something just felt off about that repetition that kind of forced me to seek outside the box, to look outside, to see, because I knew there was something more than just that job, right? My spirit was screaming, bro. But it also felt wrong and unfamiliar to think different because it's frowned upon, right? Everyone says to do the same shit. And if you try something new, they always project their limiting beliefs on you. The only reason I was able to see from this perspective was because of my ability to zoom out, take a step back and observe my life. So now that you've been exposed to awareness, allow yourself to have an open mind and think about your life. See where it's going, see where it's been, and see where you want to go. Always focus on your future self, who you want to be, where you see yourself, and how you're going to do that. Constantly satisfy that vision in your mind. Observing your life allows you to change, see the bigger picture, realize that something may not be working in your life, and heal past traumas. And observing your life can be a scary process because it's uncomfortable, right? It's the reason that we fall into drugs, self-medicating to escape, video games to escape, right? Because we don't want to think about those uncomfortable thoughts that arise. However, my argument to that is that observing your life allows you to also formulate a plan of escape. So here's 5 helpful ways to zoom out and refocus. Number 1, evaluate your life. Ask yourself questions and be conscious about your daily routine and the ways you think. Am I thinking the same thoughts every day? Do I think self-destructive thoughts? Am I constantly telling myself I'm not good enough? I'm not confident, whatever that is. Observe it, accept it, be honest with yourself. That way we can begin to move forward from that point. Because I believe change starts with honesty and acceptance. Number 2, identify the problems in your life. Write them out if you have to. Number 3, formulate a plan of escape. After writing down your problems, figure out the solution to those problems. Educate yourself on how to solve those problems as well through books, podcasts, YouTube content, etc. Think about your future and where you see yourself. Stop thinking about the past. I know this one can be difficult because a lot of people live their life living in the past, but you have to make the effort. You have to make the effort if you want to change, to stop thinking about the past and instead projecting into the future. What do you want for your life? Where do you see yourself, right? Constantly satisfy that vision. And number 5, focus on the person you want to become every single day. I mean, every morning and every night, you should be satisfying that vision and obviously taking steps to embody that person. So let's say you want to be a healthy, fit person. What would a healthy, fit person be doing? What kind of foods would they be eating? Going through all of these helpful ways will allow you to snap out of a repetitious cycle that is self-sabotage. Start small and get those small wins, because those small wins will snowball into major successes in the future. You will begin to gain confidence and feel a sense of purpose and drive to wake up every single morning. So observe your life, see if there's anything that needs to be worked on. Focus on where you see yourself. Stop thinking about the past, and let's fucking win. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.